Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we are merely role-players, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt Boothman, and I'm your Master of Ceremonies for this studio production. Here on Merely Role-Players, we improvise stories, and we use the rules of role-playing games to keep the important moments unpredictable and the drama at max volume. This episode is part of Tipping Point, one of our studio productions. In this production, we're playing the award-winning, critically acclaimed and influential Apocalypse World, designed by Vincent and Mackay Baker. So, please take your seats in the studio. Tonight's production is about to begin. Tipping Point, a Merely Role-Players studio production. Act 3 of 3.
So Sacramento, you get Dremmer's horse under control. Eventually, takes a little bit of calming down,
But do it.
but you do it. You manage it. You're astride, and you're on your way out of town.
Amazing.
Past the limits of the village,
Mhm.
you can see the dell up on the mountainside that the manor and its gardens are nestled in.
Yeah.
And just as you're getting to the point where the horse can really open up and
Mhm.
gallop, a bullet whistles past your ear from behind, from back at the village.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, okay, I'm gonna get off this road and see if I can find some cover.
The hillside is bare earth, scrub, shitty moorland, and lots of kind of exposed rock and cliff.
Is that a
Yes.
geographical term?
It is, yeah.
A-level geography,
Yeah.
shitty moorland.
shitty moorland.
Yep. In these times, it's a new term for a specific kind of landscape. It's
Yeah.
shitty moorland.
Shitty moorland, okay.
But crucially for you, lots of rocky outcroppings.
Yeah.
And a cave and a copse.
Shitty Moorland is also the name of one of the villages.
No, not to be confused with Sandy Biggins. Very different people.
And in fact, this is going to be a roll to read a sitch. If you want to find some cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna read a sitch, which is sharp +1. It's a 6.
There are rocky outcroppings around, but the horse won't go off the road. The horse can't manage the terrain off the road. And the next bullet goes into your shoulder.
I'd probably fall off the horse. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm gonna be like, I'm fine. I catch it with my shin pad. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you take one harm,
Okay. Jesus Christ.
and you're going to make the taking harm move.
This
This is a thing that's different in this game. So in Monster of the Week, when you take harm, I sort of do a move or put a consequence on you, like you drop something or something. There's actually a roll for it in Apocalypse
Okay.
World. Roll plus harm taken.
So that's just +1. So it's
Plus
2
one.
dice again.
2 dice again, and unlike every other roll in the game, you want to roll low.
This will be a high one. 7.
7, okay. Either you lose your footing, you lose your grip on whatever you're holding, you lose track of something or someone you're attending to, or you miss noticing something important. You said you fell off the horse,
Yeah.
you lose your footing, you fall off your horse.
Yeah.
Good news, the horse is now sort of providing cover. It's broken line of sight
Yeah.
between you and whoever is back in the village shooting at you. You can probably guess. You've got a good idea of who it might be.
I'm gonna use the horse's cover and scrabble to some rocks.
Yeah.
Just some small rocks and hide behind them, and from behind the rocks shout, "Nails, is it you?"
You fucking know it. You've got what's coming to you.
Do I?
You shouldn't have said all those things about me on the air.
Why tell me, Nails? Why shouldn't I have? Why shouldn't I have said all of those things?
They weren't fucking true, were they?
Oh, they weren't true. Now you're going to accuse me of lying.
I don't need to accuse you of shit. I'm just going to fucking shoot you where you stand.
Well, that's going to be hard because I'm lying behind a rock, so I'm not standing anywhere. But semantics aside, I've got a proposition for you, Nails. So I'm going to see if I can manipulate.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, the thing you want him to do is stop shooting.
Stop shooting.
Let you on your way. What are you going to offer him?
Some juicy information.
I don't know what you could possibly tell me that's going to be more juicy and satisfying than blowing your head off, but let's hear it. Give us a roll and see if he'll go for it.
Anything more juicy and satisfying?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beauty. I mark XP.
You mark XP because it's hot.
I level up.
You level up and it's full success.
And it's
10.
full success. 10. Full success.
Which means he'll do what you want for the reason that you gave him.
That's it. I'm going to say, Nails, you've been tooling yourself up. You got a load of guns there, haven't you, Nails?
I've got every gun in the village.
You got every gun in the village. Well, I've got an issue for you on that front. Nasus has just come into the ownership of a roaming band of bandits.
Yeah, I heard about it on your show.
Yeah, so you do still listen. I knew you like me.
I was listening so I'd know when you left.
Ah, see, nice. Counterintelligence, I like it. But Nasus,
trying to butter me up, Sacramento.
Nasus, it's important that you didn't need to know this. Me and Nasus are like that, right? And I hold up my fingers crossed. We're like that. And if you shoot me, he's going to bring all of his brigands down on you. And I don't think you want that. So, I'm going to propose a truce. Okay? And you're going to be able to come on the radio and say whatever you want. Right? We can have a discussion. Mano al mano. On the radio. To air out our grievances.
Full hour.
Or
prime time.
Prime time, 45. You've got to remember, we have ad breaks.
And if I shoot you again, Nasus is really going to send all those rowdies after me.
With the information that I'm about to provide him, yes. People are coming for Nasus. People that he hasn't even seen yet.
You know, Sacramento, I never really wanted to have beef with you. I'm glad we could make this up, actually.
Oh, good. I'm also glad.
We should have been buddies all along. Why did we let this stupid issue come between us?
Look, we both fancied Sandy. We know that. And just because she's coming on the radio show doesn't mean that we're, exclusive. And I don't want to say we can share Sandy because that would suggest she doesn't have a say in the matter. But, I think she'd be down to clown, as I say.
All those farmers in the collective are into that. That's what I've heard.
That's why they're a fucking collective. Literally.
Oh, my God.
Nails comes out of the pub on the edge of the village. He genuinely does have all the guns in the village, which is one rifle. Which he's pointing at the sky, he's got it over his shoulder. Where were you going, Sacramento? Do you need another pair of hands?
Actually, you might be onto something there. Follow me. Do you want to get on the back of this horse?
Not sure it looks like it can take two, but let's give it a try.
That's a good point. That and you did nearly shoot it. My shoulder really hurts.
Sorry, I think Bridges is up there at the manor if that's where you're headed.
That's a good idea. Right, okay. I'm gonna if you can bring up the rear guard, I'll go ahead on the horse, but I'll be seeing you soon.
All right. Yep, fine. Yep, I'll hoof it.
Amazing. I am
After all that, don't kiss.
No, hey, come on. There's still time.
There's a promise of something later.
There might be a prologue.
Sacramento's plus too hot.
yeah, too hot to handle.
What are you going to take for your advance?
For my advance, and I think it kind of fits, I get a follower.
Nice.
Perfect. Which is Nails.
It's kind of like the right way to handle a lot of these conflicts in the post-apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people around, so we'd rather not kill everybody. We'd rather make friends.
Come on.
It's sensible. Everybody else is losing their heads, but us three are keeping them. So, Sacramento, you get the horse back under control after the gunshots, get up the hill into the dell. On the way, you pass a bothy. On the hillside.
Something was happening in that bothy. What do my notes tell me? What do my notes tell me about the bothy? That was where Babylon and Gav were.
Yeah, where they were conspiring. You can see, like, as the evening light is shading into evening and the light is waning. You can see that there is flickering firelight in the bothy. Do you want to do anything?
No. I'm just going to shout as I ride past. Gav, Get your fucking ass up to the mansion now.
The light coming out through the glassless windows is sort of agitated in a way that suggests fast movement in the bothy. And you ride on.
Yeah.
You arrive at the manor and find a kind of leaderless milling band of petitioners and armed gang rowdies.
Okay.
All of the people who've come for their water today, who were sort of put to work and then told to stop and give tribute instead.
Of Dremmer's brigands.
Dremmer's lot.
Do they know he's dead?
Yeah, I think they heard it on the radio, or there are enough people here who heard it on the radio.
Okay.
In fact, Dremmer's lot are not, or I guess Babylon's lot now, although Babylon doesn't know this yet, are not immediately in view because they're moving into their new west wing of the manor.
Oh yeah, they just moved straight to the mansion, haven't they?
Weren't they standing in the slight divots in the ground?
I think that plan was abandoned. You started telling them to make divots in the ground, and then you told them you wanted tribute instead.
Yes,
so they're going for tribute
now.
Yeah. So there is a pile of stuff, general jingle and barter by where Nasus's throne normally is, by the babbling fountain.
Yeah.
But no sign of Nasus himself. The water butt that Porter brought earlier, which has been emptied by this point. The fountain babbling, and everybody sort of milling around, not sure what to do now. Some people are starting to drift off and back to the village. Some people are like, I didn't quite get my full ration of water yet, but I know the law enough that I can't just take it from the fountain while Nasus isn't here. And there's sort of general murmurings, and some of the stuff you've put out on the radio has got the wind up a few people. So it's not a tense or a dangerous situation, but it's certainly sort of a melee and a leaderless one.
I'm going to ride up to the fountain and sort of look around and go, Bridges, where's Bridges?
Here.
Bridges.
You're bleeding, Sacramento.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll get to that. Where's Nasus?
I went into the woods looking for an old man.
Right. Okay.
Took his dog, took Porter.
Anyone else?
Don't think so.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't see Sundown anywhere. Maybe she's with him as well.
Okay. I'm not in any sort of grave danger with this.
That'll get better on its own. You've been winged.
I've been winged. I've been clipped. Cool. Yeah. Okay. I'm okay for the moment. It's a bit of bleeding, but it'll dry up. Sure, that's how that works. I've got to go. When Nails, you know Nails.
I know Nails.
Yeah. He's currently...
Are you two still on the outs?
No.
Use button heads?
No, we're all good. We're all good. It was a tiff over Sandy Biggins. You know how that is.
Her potatoes are really in demand.
I mean, you fucking know they are. But he's coming up, and I'm going to go to the woods. So if you could tell him to come follow me to the woods, that'd be top.
Great. What's the agenda? What do you need Nasus so urgently for?
I don't know. Something's up. I don't like it. I'm going in.
Great. Yeah, we'll tell Nails where you went.
Amazing. Thank you. I'm just going to ride up into the woods. I'm going to get off the horse when I start seeing sort of a collection, because there were some other people there, weren't there? Or is it just the throne left?
In the woods. So Porter didn't go in the cave. So Porter's there. Mm-hmm. And let's work out what situation do we find everybody in. So Barco was accosting Nasus in the cave. Sundown was outside the cave, having sent Shelby packing. Porter was out guarding the throne by the nicest tree.
And I had just realised who was in charge of the whole thing.
Yep, well, it's who's in control in this particular patch of land.
At the point at which Barco has started getting panicky and yelling at Nasus, I will have followed them down the cave, and that's probably when Goofy has started barking.
Yeah.
I'd like to... Choices you made.
Yeah.
I'm going to direct brain whisper projection to Barco. And again, this is going aggro, so this is not a command that he has to follow.
Yeah.
But, so it goes.
Yeah, it's threats, right?
Yeah.
It's put the wind up him, put the fear of God into him, and see how he reacts.
Yeah. I have +3 now because I've leveled up again to my weird. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, and that's another mark
of XP.
Yeah, thank you for giving me an XP farm on my only skill that I'm going to use, Matt. Not that Chris is bitter about that at all.
Okay, so what does Marco see, hear, and feel?
As he's looking directly into the eyes of Nasus and sort of begging with him and panicking, he just over the shoulder, like you'll just start to hear in the background of like the low growl of Goofy, and that sort of snaps him and to see, you get like this sort of the soft
he's got to be able to
focus.
see you for this, hasn't he?
Yes.
So you're in the mouth of the cave.
Yes. And he just hears, "Sit down and listen."
And you've succeeded, so he only has two choices. Either force your hand or cave and do what you want. I think, given what we know about this old man, he is going to cave.
Cave in a cave.
Yes.
Cave in a cave.
He caves in the cave.
Caveception.
And so, Nasus, you see this old man, he's full of energy, in full fight or flight. Like you can see, he's flooded with adrenaline. He's white-knuckling the lapels of your smoking jacket, and then suddenly you see him go slightly unfocused. You see him see something over your shoulder, and suddenly he just goes limp and drops to the ground, cross-legged, and his eyes go vacant.
There's just a little flicker from the phosphorescent lights.
Yeah.
Good.
Sundown needs to be in the mouth of the cave for that to work. Are you happy for Sacramento to have seen you take up that position?
Yes. Yeah.
As you arrive, Sacramento, you see Porter is sort of dithering. He can hear a commotion from inside the cave where his master went. He's not sure what to do. He's defaulting to guarding the throne and not doing anything dangerous. And you see Sundown walk into the mouth of the cave and hear the commotion die down inside.
Okay, gonna get off my horse. Gonna walk slowly, carefully, precisely to sort of like the mouth of the cave behind Sundown and just listen and see what's going on, because I have no idea. So I'm going to sit there and sort of try and hide, ostensibly.
Roll sharp.
Okay.
We're going to read a sitch.
Oh, that is catastrophically bad. That is a 3 plus 1 is 4.
Porter goes, Sacramento!
Motherfucker.
You're here! I think the master might be in trouble. It was a fail, and so bad things are happening, but Sacramento, you smell an exclusive.
Yeah.
I smell an exclusive, yeah.
Something that's going on here is like, this is news.
This is news.
You've got the news in your nose.
Yes.
What's Nasus's immediate reaction to Marco suddenly like going blank and sitting down?
He'd slap his face a bit. What you doing, you silly little man? I turn around, I've still got the crossbow, the dog's growling like a nut job, and I start screaming, Porter, come in here, Porter, we need to get this man out of it. And he's saying that as he turns around and then sees, I guess he sees Nipperkin in her little flowery dress, whatever she's wearing, her little white gloves.
Yeah.
Maybe because I've seen what the control thing is. Maybe it's like she's flickering a little bit.
Nice.
In the silhouette is like changing. Nipperkin, is that you?
Oh, Nasus, sir, you look so distressed. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Goofy.
She seems a little taller to you. She seems more like authoritative than you're used to seeing her in this place.
Not quite sure. Not getting a bit confused. I'm going to raise the crossbow because he doesn't know who this person. Like he thinks who this person is. Actually, they keep changing as they're looking at them.
Yeah.
Porter, get in here, Porter. Porter, get the nasty boys. We need the nasty boys, Porter.
So there's two things I want to do, and I'll let you know both of them, Matt, and then I guess you decide how much I get to do before someone else does a thing.
Sure.
So one is to go over and chat to Nasus, and the other is I want to open my brain to the psychic maelstrom to see if there's any way of like keeping those two out, just to give me time to chat to Nasus.
It feels like in that case, the open your brain needs to happen first.
Okay.
If you get good information, it might give you the space to do the chat with Nasus.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mark experience, because you've rolled weird again.
Yeah, I have.
As Sundown opens her brain to the psychic maelstrom, let's zoom out / in into her brain, into everybody's brains, really. Because throughout the Golden Age, the age that nobody fully remembers now before everything went terrible, for a long time, something was changing in everybody's brains, most people's brains. Contaminants breaking through into the blood, into the brain, tiny particles of microplastic through things that we all ate and things that we were all exposed to, that we breathed in, stuff decaying and breaking down in landfill sites and making its way into the food chain, until everybody had like some amount of this stuff in their brain. And life tends to find a way, and there are fungi that over the years, over the decades, have evolved to feed on the abundant dumps of plastic waste around the world, sending out spores, being breathed in tiny, tiny amounts, making their way into the blood, feeding on the plastics in the brains, spreading out those hyphae through the wrinkles of the cerebellums, binding us all together in some way.
Oh, God. Creating a new mycelium network.
A link between the brains of every living human, but also a link backwards in time to before everything was awful. Something about the plastics, something about the fungus has this kind of ancestral consciousness, this memory, and what it remembers is, we could have stopped this. All of this could have been different. Life could have been better, but we didn't. And we should all, everyone who's alive today, everyone should be fucking furious. That angry voice in the back of your mind, that psychic maelstrom tickling at your brain, the fury at the people who broke the world, who could have fixed it and didn't, and at the survivors for continuing to live in it. Those filaments, many, many more of them wrapping around Sundown's brain than most people, through her skin, under the skin of her face, expressing through the pores to coat that arm.
Oh, nice.
As she opens her brain to find out what is the network, what is this rageful mycelium trying to tell her, what does it have for her to know about this situation. Porter already wants to run, and getting conflicting orders echoing out of the cave from the boss about get in here and get the rowdy boys.
The nasty boys.
Nasty boys is definitely already leaning towards getting the nasty boys and wouldn't take much of a push to go in that direction and leave the scene. The spores in the air, in fact the filaments around through all the trees, you get echoes not only from the brains of the people around, but also from the plant life. The trees know there's a storm about to hit. The way that the climate is these days, incredibly violent electrical storms can come straight out of a clear blue sky at the drop of a hat at any moment. In the hot season, there's so much static built up in the air that the weather can turn on a finger click, on a coin flip. The local weather has breathed in, and it's about to release that breath in a gale, in a lightning storm of unbelievable proportions.
With that knowledge, do I think the cave is a safer place to be than the house?
Yes, I think you do. Especially tapped into the grove and the forest and the trees around, and into the bodies in the cave. The opinion of the organisms around you is that all that was built by humans in the Golden Age will fall. It will crumble. It cannot stand up to the world that is. Only that which is natural will live.
Yeah.
You get all of this in a furious moment.
Into the brain. There's just like a little, like, when you in the flashes between the sort of the 1950s sunny flowery outfit and the real, when you see the real, there's just a little moment of like a tiny little tendril just coming out of Sundown's nose and like going back in again.
Egads!
But that's not necessarily giving me a way to slow things down. It might mean that Porter could go to the house to get people, but actually wouldn't maybe not be able to come back.
Yeah.
In that case,
oh dear, what a pickle you seem to have got yourself into. I'm so sorry to have worried you.
Who are you? What? Nipperkin?
I'm your Nipperkin.
No, you're not my Nipperkin. What are you? Who are you?
I am Sundown.
What? Who the fuck is that? I don't swear. Oh, no, naughty. No, don't tell me what to do. Just stay away from me.
Okay.
Sacramento Porter looks at you slightly apologetically and says, now that you're here, sir, I'm going to go and get more help from the house. There are some strong, hearty new young men that I think can help with the situation more than I can, and dodders off towards the house. And you can hear a meltdown happening in this cave.
Oh, Christ, here goes nothing. I am going to walk into the cave.
As you walk in, all of the hair on your body is starting to stand up in a static field.
Oh, no, this doesn't feel right at all.
And you smell that sweet decay inside the cave as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's going on here? They're bodies, aren't they? Who's been growing mushrooms on dead bodies? This is rancid.
Do you mind? We're in the middle of something here.
You?
Hello.
Is it you? I think it's you.
I think it's our turn. Oh my God, what's going on? Who am I? What's going on?
So here's a question. I'm going to try and de-escalate this situation.
Sure. Yeah, at the moment you've got Sundown is sort of hands up and like talking in a very creepy but quite reasonable way, while Nasus points a crossbow at her.
What do you
and
mean
the dog,
creepy? This is just my natural speaking voice. How dare you?
Yeah, pointing the crossbow at her, and the dog is at his side, growling, looking about, ready to be let off
So is
the
this
leash.
do something under fire? I feel like this is do something under fire, but it's also kind of like it's not a manipulate. I'm not trying. No, this is doing something under fire because I want to talk to them whilst everything is kind of escalating quite wildly.
Sure.
That's an XP.
Hey.
It's only +0 though, so that is. It's a natural 10.
Way.
So
Can I suggest you put yourself in between them?
Yeah, guys, this has started to get very weird very quickly. Nasus, I think you need to put the crossbow down, mate.
No.
I think that's probably wise.
Don't let her touch you. Don't let her touch you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to. You get over there right now.
I mean neither of you any harm.
Then what are you up to, and why have you been burying dead bodies?
I've yet to be given a chance to explain myself.
It's weird. I don't like it.
Nasus, I agree with you, mate. This is odd. This is unusual. Sorry, I don't think we've actually met. Your name is
Sundown. Offers a hand to shake.
I'm just going to immediately go with the shin pad and be like, nah, I'm good, love.
Doesn't have to be skin contact.
Really? Oh, I assume the shin pad might help. No! Okay, I'm going to back away.
Nat, do you want to try and tag him?
Yeah, I'm not going to try and actually do any brainer moves, but I will try and tag him.
Okay.
I'm definitely not going to let that happen because she's tapped me in the shoulder loads of times, and now I know she's a creepy witch. So I'm just going to no. As we can see them.
Okay. You keep that up now. I'm changing my mind. You explain yourself.
Nasus.
Is that your normal voice? Please do a normal voice.
Would you prefer this, dear?
I'll be honest, mate.
Which one's better?
Both are fairly fucking creepy.
God, help me, Sacramento. I don't know what's going on.
Just explain what's going on, darling.
We'll just give you a slight eyebrow raise when you call her darling.
You are the bearer of the water, the keeper of the water here. No one can qualm that. No one can challenge your rights. But the area you keep, the gardens you keep, very beautiful.
Yeah.
So very linked to your power.
The
status, that everyone assigns to you because of the beauty of your wealth.
Yeah.
Sculptured gardens are a monoculture.
Oh, what?
A monoculture. Plants kept separate for aesthetics do not survive on pure water alone. They require fertilizer, Nasus. I've been helping you maintain appearances this entire time.
I never asked you to do that.
Do you wish to stay in power?
Well, I do like people giving me things. And I do like my garden being pretty. But...
Everything I've done
No. But. And I think I speak for both of us, Sacramento. I don't know. But I think I don't like the killing.
I have not killed a single one of these people.
I'm gonna immediately try and off the back of that statement read a person to see if I can detect if you're lying or not. So I'm gonna roll. That is a 9.
Yeah.
So I asked the question anyway. What's 9 give me on read a person?
9 gives you 1 question, and you get your free one for no bullshit.
So, are you telling the truth regarding not having killed any of these people?
She believes she's telling the truth. She asked the old man to lie down.
Ah, Jesus.
The mushrooms did the rest.
The mushrooms. I'm going to ask another question then. How could I get your character to make fertilizer another way?
Sundown's motivations are with trying to re-encourage. It's the poison ivy logic, right? Of humans have destroyed the environment.
Yes.
And this is how I'm improving it by restoring the woods.
Right.
And we've got this lush corner here.
Yes.
And we can't have that garden overgrown because people will treat the place badly and assume that it's worthless. So we've got to sort of conform to the old-fashioned expectations that are in Nasus's heads for that.
Right.
But yeah, so it's trying to find other ways in this apocalypse where nutrients are few.
Right. I've got a plan. I'm going to turn to Sundown.
Right. I understand all of that. I've got a bit of a proposition for you. You are clearly very adept at growing things, making things bloom and blossom, but I think you're wasted up in the mansion. I've got a contact in the farm, one Sandy Biggins. I was wondering if you'd like to come down to the farm to help them grow more for more people. I think we can all agree here that the environment needs to be helped, nurtured, restored. Do you think that'd be something that you'd want to do?
And leave the protection of Nasus' mansion, the nest.
Is it a protection or is it a...
I don't think I want you there anymore, if I'm honest. You're a bit scary, Nipperkin.
I could make you forget, if you like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Forget all this hell. Oh, yeah. Why the fuck not? Oh, no. Naughty.
There's an almighty crash of thunder outside the mouth of the cave, and immediately a torrent of rain starts falling. You all feel the hairs on your arms standing up. Sundown feels it, especially through the psychic maelstrom network. Lightning grounds through the tallest tree. You feel strikes on the mansion, on the top of the fountain, on the privet hedges, as an almighty electrical storm begins in an instant.
I might open myself up to the psychic maelstrom again, and the idea is looking for, do I think the mansion is going to survive this storm? Do I think the farms are going to survive this storm?
Go ahead, roll weird. Mark XP for doing so.
Ooh, 5. It's still an 8.
You see the manor in flames, and you see the farm in bloom. Vines and the branches of trees bursting up through the glass roof of the train station.
So maybe the Waterbearer is a lost cause anyway.
Always has been.
I'm kind of wondering, we sort of said something in the character creation about maybe Nasus was stuck in the psychic maelstrom too much and I helped pull him out of it.
Yeah.
Do I remember who he was before?
I think you would have to open your brain to answer that question.
Yeah. The darkness around her eyes, because I've mentioned there was sort of like the dark veins on her face, which are again linked to the mushroomy connections as well. Maybe that's it. Like the whole room has got the sort of slightly phosphorescent, like blue glow. Maybe there's a little flicker of blue across all of and the arm as well,
nice.
as she sort of connects the psychic maelstrom again.
We should stay in here for now. It is the safest place in the storm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But it's so wet outside.
That's why we should stay in here.
But I thought we liked water.
Well, I mean, we do like water, but we don't want to get struck by lightning. Yeah.
Good point. I know the reason why we had you along, Sacramento.
Yeah.
The water will refill the nest. Nasus, I fear that it is not long for this world structurally. That mansion.
Oh, well, I just ordered 30 men to go and live in it.
What about my naughty boys?
The nasty boys, goddammit.
Nasty, sorry, I'm sorry.
They're worse than naughty, gosh darn it.
They're not bad, they're nasty. They're not naughty, they're nasty.
We started with the cheeky boys.
Yeah.
Then we had the mildly irritating boys. The naughty boys, and now we're at the nasty ones.
Oh, what's happened to Porter? I feel like...
I think he went to get the nasty boys.
So have we just left Porter to die in a storm?
Nah, you'll be safe in the mansion.
I'm going to read a person. Is he lying to me? Well, that's an 11. Are you lying to me?
No.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, good.
You can ask 2 more questions if you want.
Oh
yeah.
Hold on to that.
I know you technically asked Sacramento, but in the sort of like the images I've got, did I sense where Porter was and if he was safe?
I don't think you did. I don't think you got anything quite that zoomed in.
Yeah, of course.
Big impressions.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't think we should go out in the storm, I guess we're stuck in here.
I'm going to move more towards the mouth because I don't want to be by the decomposing bodies. It's not really my jam.
I'm still here, says Marco.
Oh, Christ. Fucking hell, where do you come from?
Oh, Marco, just shush. I'm just going to go and get my chair quickly, if that's okay.
I would not advise going outside.
It's just there.
No.
It's just...
No.
Porter!
He's gone, mate. He's out of earshot.
Marco, you like water, don't you, Marco? Now, Marco, how about this? You can have as much water as you like if you go and get me a chair.
Roll manipulate someone.
Hey.
Plus hot.
Jesus Christ.
Get XP.
Quote unquote not.
Well, there we go. That's a 1. Yep, that's a 1.
The psychic maelstrom howls in the back of your head. That rage that's always there on the edge of hearing. It's often very nebulous, like general, like, the world is bad and I'm cross about it. This is like a targeted railroad spike of anger into your head at your callous manipulation of people. And it sort of feels like it's coming from Marco, and it sort of feels like it's coming from the bodies, and it sort of feels like it's coming from the world and everyone that you've ever given water to from the fountain. It pierces into the back of your skull. Take 1 harm.
Oh. Sorry, Barco. Just have the water.
And you feel like your whole psyche, your being, your sense of self, your understanding of who you are as a person, pushed to breaking point, like somebody's gradually driving a nail into a mirror and it's about to shatter. Do you try to hold yourself together, or do you allow yourself to break?
What would
a mental man do?
Deluded.
This is such a howl of psychic static that absolutely Sundown feels it, and even Sacramento feels it.
What Sundown wants to know is if Nasus wants help resisting this to keep it all together, in which case she will, but also, is it dangerous for her and the society at large if he remembers who he was, or is it more dangerous for him to stay as he is?
I think there are some relevant questions in Reader Sitch for that. This is definitely reading a charged situation.
This is sharp, right?
This is plus sharp.
Ooh, 11.
3 questions.
Oof.
Great. What's your character really feeling?
I've no idea. What are they feeling? I guess they're.
You can completely decide what the truth is in this moment.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is the big unanswered question of the session so far. Is like,
he's a mushroom. He's a mushroom.
Who is Nasus really?
I wasn't expecting that.
He just is a mushroom, and everyone just thinks he's a person.
So is he?
Yep, that's it.
Is Nasus?
Which is why I've been trying to protect him.
Is Nasus like one of these bodies?
I'm the evolution. I'm the next step of human evolution. I'm a walking mushroom man. That's what I am.
You are a shell in which the psychic maelstrom lives.
Yes, I am the embodiment of the maelstrom.
That was one question. Sundown gets more if she wants them. But you sense this strain of this glass, this fragile psyche being pushed at, and you get a glimpse of what's underneath. You have this revelation, Sundown, that what you're looking at here, maybe you knew this all along, consciously or on some level. This was never a man.
Yeah.
This is a human corpse full of the psychic maelstrom.
I feel like it's something that she maybe not knew wholeheartedly, but I feel like she would have. There's a reason why she is stuck with this slightly ridiculous man.
Slightly.
You're being very generous.
Slightly ridiculous man.
Some sort of weird insight into why did the psychic maelstrom build this as its cover identity.
Just a chrysalis.
But perhaps there's something in the general populace of the town were more likely to buy into deferring to him if he was an eccentric, slightly old-fashioned guy than if he was
a walking corpse.
A walking corpse, mushroom-minded.
Fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
But if we think there are ways for the town to survive and thrive without the need for the figurehead that was Nasus, then she's not going to resist whatever you try to do. She's going to offer to help whatever you try to do. It's basically the answer to that.
I think that
similarly, Sacramento, even though you're not as adept and tapped into the maelstrom as Sundown, you have an instinct for the truth. And you get...
I'm wanting to help that in any way I can.
So you don't have all of this insight, but you have this sense that the Nasus you have known is a lie. And the truth is trying to break out.
Okay. Well, let's get at the truth then.
Right. I'm going to bloom. The fungus is going to bloom. And the shell, the pathetic, stupid shell of Nasus' nest is going to crack. And out of him is going to just be a big tumble of tendrils that go into the ground and seep into the ground and go into the ground, and they stretch all the way down to the farm, and all the plants get connected. All the plants from the garden get connected to all the other plants, and the trees start to flourish once again because everything's connected once again.
And they were always connected. Like they were connected through the fungal tendrils, the mycelial network through the ground. But now that network and that connection has a consciousness in it. As Nasus blooms, spores fill the cave.
I think Sacramento would immediately try and get away from them because it's quite sort of like confronting. So I think Sacramento's just going to go, whoa, Christ, and try and move away. So that's do something under fire, I guess.
Fire, yeah, roll plus 2.
It's just a little bit of XP, isn't it?
Are they filling the cave? Is his only option to leave the cave?
If you don't want to breathe these spores in, the only option is to get out into the rain where it'll dampen them down.
But is there also an electrical storm?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're choosing between 2 very dangerous environments.
Okay. To be honest, if it's filled it up, I'm not going to be able to get away from the spores, am I? If he's just gone poof.
Yeah.
So that's happening. So I'm going to try and sort of resist and try and understand as I inhale what the hell's going on. So that's what I'm doing. So I still get that XP. Do under fire. So it's 8.
Really 6, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to work out. I think it's more more like psychic maelstrom stuff.
Oh, have I got to open my brain? That's -1. That's a 7.
Join the mushroom.
So I'm going to... that's a 7 then.
You can't resist the mushrooms, boy.
I can't. They're very tasty with garlic.
You get a momentary glimpse of the underlying truth of things and the interconnections.
Oh, wow.
fact that everything is sort of connected under the ground, the fact that all the brains have these tendrils in them and the spores, and everything is sort of connected psychically and physically and chemically. You see yourself dissolving in a cloud of spores. The impression that the danger for you here is losing yourself, your individuality, your consciousness, being overtaken by what Nasus has become.
I'm going to try and run away.
Okay. Now it's plus cool.
Okay, so there you go. That's the XP there. I'll roll again, which is just plus 0. It's 8 again.
You can get away, but you're like getting away means going out into the elements. You're going to end up soaked through to the bone, at risk of getting struck by lightning. By the time you make it to shelter, you're going to be in quite a bad state.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you can stay in here, and
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run into the storm.
Is it too late to offer to try and use the psychic stuff Sundown can do to help?
You can help
Sacramento stay focused on keeping himself together.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense for Sundown to try.
Yeah.
So as you go past her, she'll offer the hand, not in a trying to grab you, but just in a, I can help you try and hold on to the truth.
Immediately, yes.
Okay. Roll your hex with Sacramento.
So it's a +1. So I was technically going to try and do the in-brain puppet strings, I guess, but the instruction would be like, focus.
Yeah. Okay.
Focus on you. Would I still get the +1?
That works. Let's do that instead.
Is it just rolling weird, or
no? It'll just be rolling weird.
Mark that XP.
You got to hustle for that +4. I mean, I still haven't spent the last one. That's.
I'm just dripping an XP.
That's so much XP. That will be a 13.
Unlucky for some, but not for me.
And the command is
keep it together.
Oh, all right. Okay. I'm gonna try it.
You get the similar what colour are your spores? Mine are black.
Blue, pretty blue.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, so it's slightly concerning because as the black spores sort of enter your nose, your breathing bit.
Breathing bit.
The breathing bit of your face. But
Shitty moorland and breathing bit. Good.
You just get the sort of a wash of clarity over you. There's just that little psychic link because she's sort of mentally her little black spores are sort of putting a shield around your consciousness.
It's like dampening the blue ones.
What had been known as Nasus Nest accepts the truth and becomes everything. Sacramento holds to the truth and maintains himself.
Yeah.
And between them, Sundown has intentionally ushered in something different. Grown something from the ground. Something new is here. And the three of you, or the 2 plus whatever Nasus is now, wait out the storm in this cave. Who knows what world you'll emerge into? Will the visions you had come true? Will the mansion still be there? Who will have survived if it collapses? What will the farmer's land look like after what Nasus has done and after what Sundown can do? What will be the truth of the world you've made? Maybe we'll never know.
Hey!
All right, lovies. It's me, Matt. I've been your MC for this studio production. I hope you enjoyed Act 3, the final act of Tipping Point. If you did, now's a great time to let anybody you think might enjoy it know that the whole story is available for them to binge in one go. And also, we'd love it if you could find us anywhere that you can comment on our stuff. Instagram, Tumblr, Spotify lets you comment now. And throw us a rose emoji. Just comment the rose emoji, one of them. There's a single one or there's a whole bouquet. Just comment that on an Instagram post, a Tumblr post, on the episode on Spotify. If you're listening to this on Spotify right now, do it. Do it now. Throw us a rose. It's always lovely to know that you're listening, and we really appreciate it. So we're lowering the curtain on the studio stage for the moment, but we would like to invite you backstage next week for a post-show discussion with the cast, all about how they enjoyed playing the original of the game that inspired so many of the other games that we've played, and where our story went and how the setting and the game played together. After that, we'll be taking a little bit of a break, a few weeks off, but we'll be returning in spooky season, mid to late October. I can't put a more specific date on it quite yet, but we'll be returning in time for the spookiest of times with another studio production where we'll be playing the Silt Versus RPG. The Silt Versus is an audio drama that I highly recommend, all about politics and revolution in a world where gods can take root in every little nook and cranny. Corporate gods keep the lights on, but what they've all got in common is they all must feed. Sacrifices must be made. We're going to be playing a game of the Silt Versus RPG by The Gauntlet and Jason Cordova, which uses the Carved from Brindlewood mystery system. If you want to get a taster of that, the first obvious thing you can do is listen to the Silt Versus, and when you get to season 4, the fourth and final season, you may hear a familiar voice in there, because our regular cast member Marta da Silva, who plays Harper in Vigil, our main house production, plays a fairly major character in that fourth season. And the other thing you can do is head to YouTube and watch the 2-part actual play of The Between that Strat, Nat and Helen played with Fiona from What Am I Rolling and designer of the game Jason Cordova. The Between is inspired by Penny Dreadfuls, so it has more of a gaslamp Victorian London monster hunting flavour than the Silt Versus RPG, but it runs on the same game system or a very similar one. So that will give you a nice flavour of how our spooky season game is going to run. And finally, I didn't have any advanced knowledge of this when I decided to play Apocalypse World on Merely Role Players at this particular moment in time. But it just so happens that designers of Apocalypse World, Vincent D. Baker and Magay Baker, are about to kickstart a 3rd edition of the game. We were playing their popular 2nd edition, but if you head over to Kickstarter right now, you will find the preview sign-up page for Apocalypse World Burned Over, the revamped 3rd edition of Apocalypse World. So if you like what you've heard of what we've been playing here in Tipping Point, you feel like you'd like to get a taste of that game, maybe play it at your own table, head over to Kickstarter and you can get in at the ground floor of the brand new edition of the game. There's a link to that in the program notes. I think that's about it. So stay tuned now for the credits. Join us backstage next week for a post-show discussion. And then we'll see you in spooky season for the Silt Versus RPG.
Welcome back, Truth Seekers. The time has arrived. The time that you've all been waiting for. It's my much promised, well overdue interview with the one, the only potato farmer extraordinaire, Sandy Biggins. Welcome to the radio show, Sandy. How are things with you?
Everything's going great, thank you. It's an honour to be invited on. I'm sorry that circumstances had to delay it, but I'm very happy to be here now.
Yeah, just be careful of, just don't sit on the stool would be my suggestion. You've got a chair, right?
I brought one from the farm. Yeah.
Marvellous stuff, right. So I think I've got a list of questions for you that people have handed to me regarding potatoes, as you know so much about them.
Yeah, no, I have to say, I'm not going to give away all my proprietary information.
Well, no, obviously not.
Can't give away all the secrets?
No, absolutely not.
Not where everybody can hear it. How many people does this go out to?
Between 1 and 500. 1 and 500.
Between 100 and 500?
No, 1 and 500. Any sort of range between between those two numbers. So yeah, but the first question regarding potatoes. When's the best time to plant them?
Well, actually, the funny thing is, we actually don't need to plant new ones because they just grow out of the old ones.
Right.
So at the moment, we sort of just let them run, and we take some up and just leave the rest in.
Right, okay.
And that seems to be working for us at the moment.
Potatoes gone wild. Interesting.
I wouldn't say wild. The crops are acceptable.
Right, okay. And what's your favourite kind of potato?
Well, the historical names of the varieties have been lost to the collapse.
Yeah, no, I was talking about size or cooking.
I would say Sacramento, from my point of view, the bigger the potato, the better. You cannot go wrong with a big spud.
Big spud. You're in the pocket of big spud, are you? Ah, I see ya. I'm joking.
In a very real way, Sacramento, I am Big Spud.
You are?
I have been called Big Spud.
You've been called Big Spud. Who's called you Big Spud?
Bridges calls me Big Spud.
Bridges calls you Big Spud. Good to know.
I let her because she fixed my leg that one time.
She did a great patch-up job on my shoulder as well. So you like a big spud now. How would you go about cooking said big spud?
Well, my favourite, I think they're more versatile when you boil them, and that is a delicacy that is afforded us in our little community because we have the water to boil them in.
Yeah, you're right.
If we can, why wouldn't we? Is what I think.
The luxury of a boiled potato. This question in from Phoebes. It's my biggest fan. Hello, Phoebes. We've always got one listener, and that's Phoebes. How many buyers can a potato get before they can see you? Wow. Phoebes, are you worried about potatoes looking at you? What are you hiding from the potatoes?
I don't know if I know the answer to that question, but I can tell you the most eyes I've ever found in a potato.
Right, how many eyes was that?
And that is 24.
24 eyes.
Potato, and it wasn't a big spud neither. So that potato was more eyes than spud.
No, man, it's too many eyes for any potato of any size.
Once it was peeled, there wasn't very much of that spud left. So the peelings just went on the garden.
Now that's interesting. Talk to me about the peelings.
This has been Tipping Point, a studio production from Merely Roleplayers, starring Alexander Pankhurst as Sacramento del Barco, Natalie Winter as Sundown, Chris Starkey as Nasus Nest, and me, Matt Boothman. I edited and produced this episode, and the theme music is by Alexander Pankhurst, with special thanks to Richard and Karen Boothman for their expert help building the setting. We were playing Apocalypse World 2nd Edition by Vincent D. Baker and Magay Baker, with added design by Josh Savoy. Merely Roleplayers is a Foggy Outline production in association with Blackshaw Theatre Company. Until next time, the show must go on.
I'm gonna nail nails. I know you might want to shoot my nails, but have you considered for the nail? Oh yeah.
It's got to be
Perfect.
Foggy Outline